After studying this module, we shall be able to understand the relationship between technology and business, analyze how technological development has affected globalization, appreciate role of technology in developing countries, and evaluate technology acquisitions and protection. Technology can be defined as a method or technique for converting inputs to outputs in accomplishing a particular task. Technology can also be defined as branch of knowledge that deals with the creation and use of technical means and their interactions with environment, lives and societies. For a firm involved in production, technology in use and technology available both are important. Technology available refers to technology, all those technologies about which country is aware and also could acquire it. On the other hand, technology in use refers to subset of technology available, that is, techniques that country or a firm has already acquired it and using it for production. To judge the global competitiveness of a country, technology is one of the essential factors to be considered by World Economic Forum. Technology is one of the important factors in economic development. Technology has had an immense impact on marketing and advertising methods also. It has been observed that countries having superior technology are having better growth rate and per capita income. Superior technology enables their people to earn better because of high productivity and provides them a higher standard of living. On the other hand, countries having inferior or outdated technology earn less income and live a lower standard of living. Technology in use and technology available. The technology has a major impact on the business. It affects the business prospects, cuts down the profits and forces the management to change the course of the business operations. Any change in technology changes the work cultures, the methods and the system. It affects the speed of the operation and gives a boost to the productivity of the production system. Examples of technological change are seen in aviation, electronics, energy, communication, consumer good industries, optics, medicines and manufacturing. Technological environment refers to development in the field of technology which affects business by new inventions of productions and other improvements in techniques to perform the business work. In the 21st century, impact of technology on human lives can be easily seen and felt. Technology is dynamic. Now all work is done online and for production businesses are using machinery at high level. Technology has made production process easier and faster. Technology and business. Innovation. Innovation in technology is one of the most important factors that provide competitive advantage. As per Joseph Schumpeter, significant advances occur by disharmonious leaps and spurts as entirely new investment horizons are exploited. In the analysis given by Schumpeter, entrepreneur who is the innovator is a central figure. Innovation can be in the following form: introduction of new product, reorientation of an industry, the conquest of a new source of raw material supply. Innovation can be of following types. Radical innovation. This refers to innovation that establishes a new functionality. When something very new has been invented by challenging conventional mode of production and significantly changes expectations of customers, that innovation is known as radical innovation. It is also called breakthrough or discontinuous or disruptive innovations. For example, online education has been a great radical invention for all those students who cannot attend regular classes. Some people may argue that e-learning lacks the rich discussion possible in the classroom education, but still it is a boon for those people who can't spare the time to attend classes or are busy in their jobs. Incremental innovation. This refers to small modification in existing technology that does not alter the main functionality but marginally improves performance, features, quality or other parameters. For example, iPhone can be a recent incremental innovation. Before the introduction of iPhone, smartphones were available in the market, but after small alterations like touchscreen, the App Store, etc., enabled iPhone to be the first of its kind in smartphone mainstream. Next generation technology innovation. This refers to modification in the existing technology that does not alter the main functionality but dramatically improves performance, features, quality, lower cost, new applications or other parameters. For example, improvisation of technology from 2G to 3G and now 4G shows the drastic improvement in the performance of internet access. Technology and competitive advantage. Michael Porter introduced the concept of competitive advantage. In the words of Porter, technology can alter the nature and basis of rivalry among existing competitors in several ways. Technology alters competitive advantage if it has a significant role in determining a relative cost position or differentiation. It can also alter the bargaining power of supplier and buyers. Technology in several instances is an entry barrier. Technology has capability to improve competitive advantage to a firm. Technology helps in creating differentiated product or service, helps firm to achieve lower cost of production through innovative production process, helps in changing business structure to increase level of efficiency and helps to create new business ideas, etc. Technology can be used as a weapon by organizations to create competitive advantage. But one thing needs to be remembered, that competitive advantage will not provide fruitful results if not sustained in the long run. Very few companies have been successful in sustaining competitive edge over the long term. Sustainability can be understood as difficult and impossible scenario for competitors to respond. Economies are transforming from industrial economy to information economy. Globalization has created a more perfect market where customers, suppliers, competitors and investors all have access to market information. Technology has changed the way the companies operate and product also. Product is a value that company creates to satisfy customers' want. Profitability of business occurs when amount of product exceeds the cost of product. To gain competitive advantage over its rivals, a company should either produce products at lower cost or provide differentiated products at premium price. It is essential to understand that technology may destroy competitive advantage if it has not been tested before launching in the market. According to Porter, before the commercialization of technology, testing of technology is prerequisite. A firm may find itself in a position where technological change may meet one test but fails another one. Therefore, checking the viability of technology to achieve competitive advantage is essential. Sources of technological dynamics. Technological dynamics depend on number of factors. Technological dynamics can be determined by either internal factors or external factors. Following factors are considered as source of technological dynamics. Competitive dynamics. Lack of competition makes technology backward and stagnant. Absence of competition means no urge to change the technology or product or production process. Presence of competition creates an environment for technological development. Before 1990, Indian technology was backward as no need was felt by the producers to change. But after globalization, when Indian market was open to international competition, development took place in the field of technology at full pace. The reason behind this was increased level of competition which forced technology to be dynamic. Demand conditions. Demand conditions affect scale of technology. For example, if demand for a particular product is strong and fast growing, then favorable trend in demand would encourage adoption and development of technology at large scale and also create favorable environment for R&D, that is research and development. Suppliers offerings. Sometimes technological development is initiated by supplier of a company. To make production process easier and efficient, continuous development in technology is prerequisite. To create competitive advantage, it is necessary that technology is regularly updated. Customer expectations. If consumer expectations are very high and demanding, then it is a prerequisite for companies to develop technology according to the needs of customers. In several cases, suppliers and customers have collaboration to develop a product or solution or service. Substitutes. Substitutes can be compelling factor for technological development. Emergence of new substitutes or technological development in one substitute can force producers to introduce changes in product through technological innovations. Technological changes can produce entirely new product as substitutes. For example, fiberglass was created as a substitute of glass, microwave oven for commercial oven, etc. Social factors. Certain social factors are also present that forces technological changes. Social concerns towards environmental pollution, ecological balance and health consciousness has given birth to many new products and technological developments. For example, due to excessive pollution treated by petrol consumption, CNG was developed. Contribution of technology in the development. Technology has always been a driving force in the process of development. The credit for shaping the lives of people can be easily given to technological process. Transformation in the day-to-day lives of people can be easily seen. Now, people can take the benefit of e-education without moving out of their house, and 24/7 cure for many deadly diseases has been found out, longevity of people has increased and many more benefits have been possible due to technology only. For business, technology has been a blessing. It has provided following benefits to businesses. First, reduction in cost through new and efficient equipments of production. 2. Quality of the products available in the market has increased, which has in turn increased the profits of businesses. Technology has enabled businesses to increase the productivity. That is, either same product can be produced at less cost or more products can be produced at the same cost. Decision making has been improved due to sophisticated sources of communication. But overall technology has been a mixed blessing for the world. Some of the dreadful effects of technology is unemployment, inappropriate use of technology to spread terrorism, etc. Technology requires less manpower and therefore in the long run demand for labor decreases with the development in technology. Let us throw some light on the impact of technology. Globalization. Use of technology was necessary to enable globalization, and this technology emerged from developed countries in the form of information technology. It changed the economic relationship between countries because it made knowledge an increasingly important component in the production of goods and services. Knowledge and high-tech industries are the fastest growing in the world today, and for countries to compete in these sectors, they need to invest substantially in education and training. For the successful implementation of globalization, technological development works as main facilitator. Digital technologies have created favorable environment for the creation of global network. Internet and e-commerce has played an important role in the establishment of techno-globalism. Developing countries. The adoption of technology by developing countries has had profound effect on their economies, like reduction in the costs of production, increased standards for quality, and providing access to individuals to communicate from a distance. Unfortunately, the current process remains one of adaptation rather than innovation. In addition, the need for technologies appropriate to the capabilities of developing countries poor has only recently been recognized. The rapid spread of technology triggered by the internet has led to positive changes in developing countries. Easier, faster communication has contributed to the rise of democracy as well as the alleviation of poverty. However, the adoption of technology by developing countries must be carefully controlled to prevent negative cultural consequences. Marketing. Communication helps businesses grow and prosper, creates relationships, strengthens the effectiveness of organizations, and allows people to learn about one another. Technologies such as the internet, mobile phones, social media, and customer relationship management systems greatly affect the way companies communicate with prospective customers. These new forms of communication are changing the media landscape and the type of messaging strategy organizations use. Many consumers and business professionals seek information and connect with other people and business from their computers and phones. With access to many sources of information and an interest in interactive media, consumers may collect more product information on their own. Work environments are also changing, with more people having virtual offices, texting on their cell phones, or communicating through social media sites such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Twitter. Let us move on and discuss technology acquisition and protection. As technology is one of the most important factors in development of a country, with the time its acquisition and protection has become more important. For the manufacturing of competitive product and specialized services, technical information and services are used and therefore need to be protected. Acquisition of technology refers to a process where a new technology, new product, process or service is acquired, where an individual or enterprise or any other macro entity has put some efforts for the acquisition of technology. Acquisition of technology is of following types: internal to enterprise, external to enterprise. Internal technology transfer. Internal technology transfer refers to such technology transfers, investments, where control on the ownership and usage of technology resides with the transferor. Internal technology transfer is a complex process involving following decisions. 1. Time, when to introduce new technology or products in the market. 2. Place, where to transfer new technology or products. 3. Selection of competent team, which staff members should be involved in transfer process. 4. Methods of communication and procedures, that is, what type of communication methods and procedures to be adopted to facilitate transfer. External technology transfer. In these transfers, control on the ownership and usage of technology usually does not remain with the transferor and it passes on to the recipient, like joint venture with local control, licensing agreements, etc. External technology transfer depends upon following factors: type of technology, complexity of technology being transferred, transfer mechanism chosen, mutual trust between the parties, core competitors of the parties and compatibility, organizational culture of the parties and mutual understanding. Acquisition of external technology saves time and efforts as it is already developed and tested. Method of technology acquisition by nation. Technology can be transferred through exchange of information through bilateral and multilateral basis. Panel discussions, surveys, exhibitions, etc. help in acquiring technology and knowledge. Industrial cooperation through contractual relationships lead to technology transfer in the long run. Mixed or joint enterprises also result in acquisition of technology, especially in developing countries. Developing countries may take technical assistance from developed countries in the construction of industrial and other projects undertaken for the development of developing countries. The decision whether to protect a new product or invention depends on the cost-benefit analysis of the patent. Registration of patent involves a high cost in the form of legal and consulting fees. But patent plays an important role in the protection of technology. Patent owner can get his technology for a definite period of time. Once the time lapses, technology becomes available at public domain for free use. Patenting helps patent owner to follow skimming, the cream policy to recover amount that has been incurred on R&D, that is research and development. The know-how agreement can also be a good source to acquire knowledge by developing countries. Trademark also gives a distinguished place to a producer in the market and helps in creating brand name and brand loyalty. It's a kind of monopoly over the use of symbol in business. We shall now summarize what we have learned so far. Technology is a branch of knowledge that deals with the creation and use of technical means and their interaction with environment, lives and societies. As per World Economic Forum, to judge the global competitiveness of a country, technology is one of the essential factors. Technology affects the business prospects, cuts down the profits and forces the management to change the course of business operations. Any change in technology changes the work culture, the method, and the system. Technological environment refers to development in the field of technology which affects business by new invention of productions and other improvements in techniques to perform the business work. Innovation can be of three types, that is radical, incremental, new generation technology. Technology helps in creating differentiated product or service, helps firm to achieve lower cost of production through innovative production process, helps in changing business structure to increase level of efficiency and helps to create new business ideas, etc. Lack of competition, demand conditions, substitutes, suppliers and social factors, etc. affect dynamics of technology. Use of technology was necessary to enable globalization, and this technology emerged from developed countries in the form of information technology. The adoption of technology by developing countries has had profound effects on their economies, like reduction in the costs of production, increased standards for quality, and providing access to individuals to communicate from a distance. Communication helps business grow and prosper, creates relationships, strengthens the effectiveness of organizations, and allow people to learn about one another. Technologies such as the internet, mobile phones, social media, and customer relationship management systems greatly affect the way companies communicate with prospective customers. Acquisition of technology refers to a process where a new technology, new product, process or service is acquired, where an individual or enterprise or any other macro entity has put some efforts for the acquisition of the technology.